What's up guys, Nightingale here, and welcome to another quick tips video. Today we are covering daily skystones, with SSB just shortly releasing in a few short hours from now. I want to make sure that you guys have the most information on how to maximize your daily skystone output. Why? Because some of you are newer coming in, or just don't know how to manage your skystones or where to get them from efficiently. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the daily ingest, and then we're going to also bring up a few weekly things that will help you out along the way just to maximize your overall output. Now, I get asked a lot, why do I have near 47,000 skystones? Okay, I'm going to be 100% real with you. It's mostly because I hoard my resources, and I've been doing so since I started playing the game. I'm very frugal with how I spend my resources, and I'm not out here just spending them without intent. So I'm not going out and just pulling for everything and going deep in everything. I'm very calculated with where and how I do that. I do spend a little bit, but I'm not out here draining these down to zero and pulling them all the way back up. That's not what you're seeing here. Now, what we want to cover is, first, is the daily reputation. The reputation one is an easy 50 skystones a day. You will get it out of the chest. I believe it is right here in chest number 3. You will get 20 skystones, as well as the final chest, you will get 30. So completing your daily reputation is 50 skystones immediately into your pocket. The next one, really easy to micromanage once you've made your Heart of Orbis max level. I finally let it ticked up. I think I said in the SSB one, I don't let it normally sit. And I finally let it sit all the way to max until I got a 200%. And it is 27 for max, 9 at minimum. So, minimum of a day, if you check in roughly every 12 hours, you're guaranteed to have around 18 skystones coming in, or up to 54 skystones coming in just from this alone daily. So right there, if you've procced both, you're looking at over 100 skystones instantly a day. Now, the next one, this is going to depend a little bit on where you're at in the game. And why do I say that? Is because it revolves around arena. Now, most of you are going to start out here. And it's 2 skystones per battle. Most beginners should be able to do this relatively easy. If you've picked Arbiter Vildred or Spectre Tenebria from your Moonlight connection, this is going to be pretty easy. You just put your attack set on them, and they should be one-shotting most everything here. You really shouldn't be struggling too hard with the NPC challenge. Your basic geared units should delete these. Once you've done that and you've completed the entire team going through it once, and you've beat Dark Corvus, you get the access to hard, and now you're up to 3 skystones. This is where most of you need to be at least. Until you have good gear, you probably shouldn't even worry about hell. Just worry about hard, because in here, you're getting the maximum skystones daily. My average is on being on top of it. I get about 10 fights a day, so there's another 30 skystones daily coming in right here. You might be able to get more, you might be able to get less, depending on how on top of this you stay. If you're trying to push in PvP, this is going to get pulled down a little bit because your tickets are getting used. Your tickets are getting used in normal arena. Understandable. I get it. I had to take the L2 when I was pushing. So while you're doing a push, this kind of gets neglected a little bit because all your flags are getting put into arena. But when they're not, they need to be here. This needs to be cleaned out daily. And of course, once you get to hell, it's obviously the most efficient because you're getting 5 conquest points, plus you're getting the skystones. And at my point, I can one-shot just about every single one of these. So while we're talking about arena, we should go ahead and talk about your weekly skystones here, because this is kind of important too, because this kind of could get calculated into daily. We're not going to talk about the promotion rewards. We're just going to talk about, at the minimum, you're getting 150 for doing absolutely nothing based off of bronze. If you're in the bottom of silver, you're at the basic of getting 225. In gold, you're getting the minimum of 300. And in master, where most of us are sitting that are newer, are probably at getting 450. Now, obviously, each week you can push up to try to get more. That's great. Me personally, I don't see it worth until I can push over completely into, say, Challenger. where you would get 600. And then for those of you who've been playing a while, you're getting 800. And for those uber top megalodons, it's 1,000 a week. But that's not the point. I just want to show you that weekly, you can also be getting an extra 450, probably is the max where most of you newer players at the max will be getting. Some of you have already surpassed me and gone to Challenger. Great. I'm super proud of you. You have taken the initiative, and you also probably enjoy Arena a little more than I do. Or you've gotten lucky on your polls and you have better units, etc., etc. So there we go for the weeklies. Now, obviously, you can gain more instantly. The next one I want to talk about is the adventure chests. So this one is now RNG, but it's something to note. When you're grinding for Catalyst and grinding for just AP in general, or trying to farm, you'll be getting around, depending also on the, I should say also on the side stories, because adventure side story is kind of the same thing. If it's not just a one-stage side story like Melissa's was, you kind of lose out on the ability to get Skystones. But if it's a normal adventure where you're walking through a full path, you actually have the chance of getting Skystones. So every time that chest pops open, it's 3 Skystones at the minimum. Wyvern can also drop it, and I believe it's 5 Skystones. It might be 3 or it might be 5. I haven't paid attention to it because by the time I normally pay attention to it, I've got a pool of them sitting in my inventory. And lastly, for the daily Skystones, another one to bring up is the paid ones. Yes, the paid ones. If we come here to the shop and we go down to the monthly pack 1, you can get for $4.99. I'm just bringing this up because some of you have a small Google Play card that you can use to do this. Some of you are completely free to play and will never touch this. But this also does bring in 30 Skystones a day. Now, it may not seem like a lot, but this adds up daily into your Skystone pool. And the best place you can do is, if you've got the gold, is to come here and roll the secret shop for it. Bookmarks, because she is important, so are other units. And this is how you want to go about daily. Now, as a quick bonus, I want to show you for new players only, there's a few more places you can pull out extra Skystones by just playing the game. So keep in mind, for every stage you complete as a new player, in Chapter 1, the very first chapter you play through, the one that you are starting on, it's 15 Skystones per stage for 3-starring it. Now, some of you are going to be limited by the fact that you may or may not have one of the special characters needed. Again, like, say, like you might be missing a Soul Weaver or a Mage or whatever. I don't know how you're missing a Soul Weaver because you're given Aether for free. But it can happen right in the beginning, day 1. You may get screwed and you only have Knights and you might be missing out on something else. But within a day or two, you should be able to 3-star all of the Chapter 1 missions by whatever combination is needed. You also get 50 Skystones per completing the entire region. What do I mean by the entire region? I will quickly show you right here in episode 1. We're just going to click on Ezra and right here. For completely 3-starring the entire map, you get 50. In unrecorded history, it's 100 for, I think, the first half. So we'll click on Rengar just because that's what I clicked on. That's where my mouse went. And right here, for 34 stars total collected, you get 100 Skystones per region. So this is huge for you. Also, since I've already done it, I can't show it to you, but the quests also have Skystones as well. Some of the chapter quest rewards are 50 Skystones, as well as there's occasional 10, 15, 20 Skystones just baked in as a reward overall. So you have a lot of potential for new accounts to gain a lot of Skystones very, very, very quickly. Now keep in mind, these resources will dry up. And once they are dried up, they are gone forever until they introduce a new story mode. Or a new story, a new chapter for you to go grind. So once these are gone, this is non-replenishable Skystones. But for new accounts on very important banners, this is a good space to go and farm those out. So those are the basics of daily Skystones and kind of even weekly. The last thing I'm going to close off with, the very last thing that I want to give you a little bit of information for is I want to give you my average right now on Epic 7. So if I go to my daily calculator, Right now, my current skystone ingest is, or daily average is around 541 skystones. With my current play on how I've been playing with the energy I've been spending. Now, keep in mind, we just had a hunt buff, so I also got influx numbers from that. But right now, my weekly average, or my daily average, is around 500 ingested. Yesterday it was 466. The day before it was 978. I think that's because of those daily leaf packs. I think I ended up resetting all of my weeklies. And then 400, 200, 161, 226, 1,000, 573, 764 daily skystones. So those averaged out to be 541. This doesn't add up to 541, but it's given you on the way to getting to this point. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helps out to get you on the way to getting that special unit you want, whether it's SSB or the next big thing. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.